మీరు కాంపిటేటివ్ ఎగ్జామ్స్ కి ప్రిపేర్ అవుతున్నారా? మీరు మంచి ఆన్లైన్ కోచింగ్ కోసం ఎదురు చూస్తున్నారా? అయితే హర్షిత్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ ఇప్పుడు ఆన్లైన్ చేస్తుంది. ఆన్లైన్ కోచింగ్ ఫర్ ఏపీపీఎస్సి, టీఎస్పీఎస్సి, ఎస్ఐ కానిస్టేబుల్, ఆర్ఆర్బీ, ఎస్ఎస్సి. 24/7 యాక్సెస్, ల్యాప్టాప్ ఆర్ మొబైల్ యాక్సెస్. హర్షిత్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్. Download the app and study materials our mobile app. Visit www.harshitinstitute.co.in. మీరు అనుకున్న జాబ్ ని సాధించండి. హర్షిత్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్. సెల్ 9032200190, 9676525789. youtube.com Harshit Institute.
So now we are going to discuss about the first dynasty in Andhra Pradesh, that is Shatavahana dynasty. We are going to discuss about the Shatavahanas, their political history, their administration, their economical, social conditions, religious conditions, literature, architecture, etc. So this is the lengthy lesson, the biggest lesson, having lot of information. So everybody, every aspirant has to make it notes. Every aspirant has to write every word, every important word. So it is the lengthest lesson, the very beginning lesson, because we will get at least 5 to 7 questions from this chapter. I am sure that definitely I am giving you assurance you will get 5 to 7 questions from this chapter. So it's a very, very important chapter, very compulsory chapter. We have to follow it. Right. Now we are going to discuss about the Shatavahanas. So we are going to discuss about the Shatavahanas. So this is the first dynasty in Andhra Pradesh. First dynasty in Andhra Pradesh. So BC 271 to before Christ. So BC 272, AD 174. So how many years? Near about 445 years, isn't it? So 174, 445 years. Satavahanas ruled Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Maharashtra, and also Karnataka area. So you know, for example, if you see, so this is near about this area. Right. So nearly this about this area, Shatavahana area. Okay. So this is Shatavahana area up to Madhya Pradesh, up to Tamil Nadu, that means near about Indian Ocean, Arabian Sea, and Bay of Bengal. So BC 271 to AD 174, 445 years. They ruled 445 years. So before going to explain the information about this story, these Shatavahanas, we have to write some highlights, important points. If you remember highlights, if you remember important points, then you will get good marks. So now I want to explain the important points regarding this Shatavahana dynasty. Highlights regarding this Shatavahana dynasty. What are the highlights? What are the important points we have to discuss? Right. So here first point. So first point, founder. Eponym, you can say eponym. Founder, that is Sri Mukha Shatakarni. Founder was Sri Mukha Shatakarni. And imparted ruler important ruler was, who was important ruler? So important ruler was Gautami Putra Shatakarni. Gautami Putra Shatakarni was important. Gautami Putra Shatakarni. So Gautami Putra Shatakarni was important ruler. And the last ruler. So last ruler, third Pulamavi. Third Pulamavi. Last ruler was third Pulamavi. So founder was Sri Mukha Shatakarni. Important ruler was Gautami Putra Shatakarni. Last ruler was third Pulamavi. And so next, capitals. What are the capitals? So what are the capitals of these Shatavahanas? First one, Python. Python or Prathisthanapuram. Python or Prathisthanapuram capital. First capital, Prathisthanapuram. Python or Prathisthanapuram first capital. Remember, there is controversy. They will ask which one is the first capital of these Shatavahanas. The first capital was Python in Maharashtra. As well as we can say Prathisthanapuram. Python, also called as Prathisthanapuram. Python or Prathisthanapuram. It was the first capital to Shatavahanas. And next, what is that? Second, Dhanya Katakam. Dhanya Katakam. It was second capital. Dhanya Katakam was second capital. Also called Dharanikota. Amaravati. So Dhanya Katakam, Dharanikota, Amaravati. So Manaku, you understand everybody what is the first capital of Shatavahanas? If they ask you, you keep it Dhanya Prathisthanapuram or Python. Second capital Dhanya Katakam. Right? Don't go for Amaravati or Dhanya Katakam as first capital. No. Python is first capital. Prathisthanapuram is first capital. Right. So, official language. What is official language of Shatavahanas? Official language. So, what is official language of Shatavahanas? Official language Prakruta. Official language was Prakruta. So you remember the official language was Prakruta. And religion, official religion of Shatavahanas. What is official religion? This is Vedic, also called Aindava, and Buddhism. So also called Buddhism, Jainism. Right? Official religion, Aindavam, as well as Buddhism, Jainism. But early Shatavahanas followed the Jainism. Later Shatavahanas followed the Buddhism. Right? And royal emblem. What is royal emblem? So what is royal emblem? Sun. So the royal aim of these Shatavahanas, sun. They worshipped sun first of all, and their royal emblem was sun, right? And you know, the important what is that? Inscriptions. What are the inscriptions? So what are the inscriptions of these Shatavahanas? Important inscriptions. You know, what are the inscriptions? Important inscriptions. So inscriptions are there, right? The inscriptions are Nanaghat inscription. Nanaghat inscription. Who laid this inscription? So Naganika laid this inscription. Naganika laid this inscription, and first Nanaghat, and second Nasik inscription. Nasik inscription. Who laid Nasik inscription? So Gautami Balasri laid this inscription. So Gautami Balasri laid this inscription, and one more inscription, Magadoni inscription. Magadoni inscription. You know, Magadoni inscription. Who laid this inscription? Third Pulamavi. So third Pulamavi laid this Magadoni inscription, right? So Shatavahanas, they ruled near about 445 years, and they ruled from Madhya Pradesh border to Tamil Nadu border, and east Bay of Bengal to Arabian Sea. They captured maximum this area, right? So these are the some of important points regarding Shatavahanas, some of the highlights regarding Shatavahanas. So you remember these highlights, okay? You know, first of all, we would like to explain according to Matsya Purana. According to Matsya Purana, this is the first Purana among the Puranas. How many Puranas are there? So according to Matsya Purana, the Matsya Purana is the main base. So what is Matsya Purana? What is the information regarding Matsya Purana? So there were 30 rulers in Shatavahana dynasty. 30 rulers in Shatavahana dynasty. They ruled 450 years. According to Matsya Purana, you remember, you don't forget it. According to Matsya Purana, there are 30 rulers in Shatavahana dynasty, 30 kings in Shatavahana dynasty, and 450 years. They ruled 450 years, total 450 years. You know, so here we can say Andhra Shatavahanas. Right? So this is the first dynasty ruled Andhra Pradesh. Andhra Shatavahana means these people, Shatavahana rulers, ruled Andhra first time. First rulers who ruled Andhra Pradesh first time. Actually, Andhra Shatavahanas, we are saying that Andhra Shatavahanas, but they belonging to Karnataka, they are belonging to Maharashtra, they are belonging to Telangana. In those days, no Telangana, no Andhra, both are same. So, but you know, Andhra Shatavahana, according to historians, according to writers, Andhra Shatavahana. Andhra is name of the race. Shatavahana is name of the clan. Shatavahana is name of the clan. So Shatavahana is name of the clan, Andhra is name of the race. You remember, this is Shatavahana. Shatavahana was the name of Shatavahana, name of clan. Race, name of Andhra, name of race. Andhra is name of the race. Shatavahana is name of the clan. So, you know, this is Andhra Shatavahana. I would like to explain about what are the sources. What are the sources to this Shatavahana's history? What are the sources? We have four kinds of sources. We have four kinds of sources. One, inscriptions. We are discussing about sources. So, sources. We are discussing about sources. We have four sources. There are four sources regarding to the history of Shatavahana. There are four sources, right? There are four sources regarding to history of Shatavahana, about the history of Shatavahana, four sources. What are the four sources we have to identify? The four sources are: one, inscriptions. Inscriptions. So first one, inscriptions. Second one, literature or books. Books. Literature or books. Third source was Puranas. Puranas. And fourth source is that is numismatics, coins. So there are four sources for the history of Shatavahanas. That four sources are inscriptions, literature, Puranas, coins. So here inscriptions, literature, Puranas and coins. These are the four sources to Shatavahana history. Four sources to Shatavahana history. So first of all, we would like to explain about what are the inscriptions. How many inscriptions are there? There are so many inscriptions. There are so many inscriptions. There are so many inscriptions are there. Okay, there are so many inscriptions are there. Yeah, I want to give you list. What are the inscriptions? You know what is the study of inscriptions? What is the subject? Study of inscriptions. Epigraphy. Epigraphy is the study of inscriptions. Which subject studies about the inscriptions? That is called epigraphy. You remember, you write it epigraphy. So epigraphy is the study of inscriptions. Epigraphy means it is study of inscriptions. There are so many inscriptions are there. There are so many inscriptions about the sources of history of Shatavahanas. So many inscriptions are there. Okay, what are the inscriptions? The most important inscription, don't forget any time. So always you remember this inscription, Nana Ghat inscription. So clearly I am saying, I am writing also, Nana Ghat inscription. So this is the most inscription. Nana Ghat inscription is the most important inscription explaining about the history of Shatavahanas. Nana Ghat inscription. Okay. So what is Nana Ghat inscription? Who laid Nana Ghat inscription? Devi Naganika. So Devi Naganika laid this inscription. So Nana Ghat inscription was laid by Devi Naganika. Right? This is the most important inscription regarding the sources of Shatavahana's history. It is explaining about Shatavahana's history, that is Nana Ghat inscription. Okay, this is the very important inscription, because oftenly this question will be there in the examinations. They will ask this question, Nana Ghat inscription. Who laid Nana Ghat inscription? Devi Naganika. What is the name of Devi Naganika inscription? So that is Nana Ghat inscription, right? And second inscription, Nasik inscription. Second inscription, Nasik inscription. Okay, who laid Nasik inscription? Who laid Nasik inscription? Gautami Balasri. Gautami Balasri. So Gautami Balasri laid Nasik inscription. Gautami Balasri. You know, Devi Naganika was the wife of first Shatakarni. Devi Naganika was the wife of first Shatakarni. And Gautami Balasri was mother of Gautami Putra Shatakarni. So Gautami Balasri was the mother of Gautami Putra Shatakarni, Shivasri Shatakarni. Shivaswati Shatakarni wife. Okay, so Gautami Balasri, she laid a Nasik inscription. Nana Ghat inscription, Devi Naganika. Nasik inscription, Gautami Balasri. And next to, so we have Myakadoni inscription. Myakadoni inscription. So Myakadoni inscription laid by third Pulamavi. So third Pulamavi, Myakadoni inscription. This Myakadoni inscription, it is in Karnataka. So it is in Karnataka, Myakadoni inscription. Who laid this Myakadoni inscription? Third Pulamavi, right? Third Pulamavi, last ruler of Shatavahana dynasty, that was third Pulamavi. He laid a Myakadoni inscription. And fourth, so what is that? Amaravati inscription. Amaravati inscription. So Amaravati inscription was laid by second Pulamavi. So second Pulamavi, Amaravati inscription was laid by second Pulamavi, right? You know, in this inscription, in second Pulamavi's Amaravati inscription, first Telugu word is there in this inscription, Nagabu. You know Nagabu? What is first Telugu word in the inscriptions? That is Nagabu. Nagabu is the first Telugu word. Nagabu is the first Telugu word in the inscriptions. So that Nagabu was mentioned in Amaravati inscription. Who laid Amaravati inscription, Babu? Second Pulamavi. Second Pulamavi laid this Amaravati inscription, right? And fifth, Chinaganjam inscription. Chinaganjam. So Chinaganjam inscription, who laid this Chinaganjam inscription? Yagnasri Shatakarni. So Yagnasri Shatakarni laid Chinaganjam inscription. Yagnasri Shatakarni laid this. Yagnasri Shatakarni laid this. What is that? Chinaganjam inscription, right? Yagnasri Shatakarni laid this Chinaganjam inscription. And next, Hiradavalli. So Iradagalli inscription, Iradagalli inscription by Skandavarma, Pallava ruler. Skandavarma. He was Skandavarma was Pallava ruler. He laid Hiradagalli inscription. Hiradagalli inscription. Skandavarma. And next Girnar inscription. Girnar, also called Junagadh inscription. Junagadh inscription. So Junagadh or Junagadh Girnar. This is by Rudradama. Rudradama. So Rudradama laid this inscription, that is a Girnar inscription. Rudradamudu, Rudradama, Shaka ruler. Rudradama was Shaka ruler, right? So this Shaka ruler laid this inscription, right? And one more most important inscription, Hathigumpa inscription. Hathigumpa. So Hathigumpa inscription was laid by Kalinga Kharavela. Kalinga Kharavela. So Kharavela, he was Kalinga ruler. Kharavela was Kalinga ruler. He laid this Hathigumpa inscription. So these are very, very important inscriptions explaining about the Shatavahana's history. I am sure, brother, at least one inscription name will be there in the coming examination. There is at least one inscription. Minimum one inscription must be there. So among these inscriptions, so from these inscriptions, among them inscriptions, we will get one inscription definitely. You know how many? 8. First, what is that? Nanaghat inscription. Who laid Nanaghat inscription? Devi Naganika. Devi Naganika laid Nanaghat inscription. 1. And Nasik inscription. Who laid that Nasik inscription? There, Gautami Balasri. Gautami Balasri laid Nasik inscription. And next, what is that? What is the inscription? Myakadwani inscription. Myakadwani inscription, 3rd Pulamavi. Myakadwani inscription was laid by 3rd Pulamavi. And Amaravati inscription, 2nd Pulamavi. Amaravati inscription, 2nd Pulamavi. And Chinaganjam inscription, Yajnasri Shatakarni. Chinaganjam inscription by Yajnasri Shatakarni. And Iradagalli inscription by Shivaskandavarma. It is also there in Karnataka. Iradagalli inscription, it is in Karnataka. Myakadwani also, it is in Karnataka. Both are the inscriptions in Karnataka. And Girnar, Junagadh inscription. Girnar or Junagadh inscription, this is by Rudradama. This inscription laid by Girnar and Junagadh, Rudradama. I am telling you, remember, oftenly one question will come, that is, this is the first Sanskrit inscription in India. This is first Sanskrit inscription in India. What is that? Girnar or Junagadh? Girnar or Junagadh, this is the first Sanskrit inscription in India. So who laid this inscription? Rudradama Shakaraju, Shaka ruler, Shaka king, Shaka ruler, right? So Malwa Shaka ruler, Rudradama, he laid this inscription. So you remember, this is a first Sanskrit inscription in India. And Hathigumpa inscription, Kalinga Kharavela, Hathigumpa and Guntupalli inscription also. One more inscription is there, Guntupalli inscription. So both are the inscriptions, Hathigumpa and Guntupalli. Both are the inscriptions were laid by Kharavela, Kalinga ruler, one of the most important ruler in India. So Kharavela, Kalinga ruler, Meghavana dynasty. So these Kharavela laid these both inscriptions, Hathigumpa, Guntupalli. So you remember, brother, I think, I am sure one inscription name will be coming in the examinations. Oftenly it comes in the examinations from these inscriptions. Right? You remember all these inscriptions? Nanagat Devi Naganika, Nasik Gautami Balastri, Myakadoni third Pulamavi, Amaravati second Pulamavi. And what is that? Next, Amaravati second Pulamavi, Chinaganjam Yagnasri Shadakarni, Hirdagalli, so Skandavarma, and Girnar and Junagar Rudradama, and Atikumpa Guntupalli, so Karavela. These are the inscriptions, 9 inscriptions. I have given you 9 inscriptions. Definitely we will get one question. Right. After the inscriptions, these are the inscriptions, sources to Shatavahana history. So these are the most important inscriptions, sources for the history of Shatavahanas. And now books. Literature. So we have literature, right? Here, Indian books, Indian literature and foreign literature. Let me explain first Indian literature. What are the Indian literature? So what are the Indian literature? What are the Indian literature books? So we can say books are literature. You know, the most important book was literature, Indian books, native books. First one, Bruhat Katha. Remember Bruhat Katha. So this is very, very important book, Bruhat Katha. Who wrote this Bruhat Katha? Gunadhya or Gunadhyudu. Gunadhya or Gunadhyudu. You know, he was born in Kondapur, Medak district. He was born in Telangana, Gunadhyudu. He wrote Bruhat Katha. There are 3 questions regarding this point. Who wrote Bruhat Katha? Gunadhyudu. What was the great book of Gunadhyudu? Bruhat Katha. In which language it was written? In which language it was written? Paishachika language. Remember, this Bruhat Katha was written by Gunadhya in Paishachika language. Paishachika. You know what is Paishachika language? It is one of the language regarding Prakruta. Paishachika was one of the part of Prakruta language. Paishachika means it is low level, ekdam low level language. The language which was speaking in the villages, uncivilized people language. This is called Paishachika language. Uncivilized, unpolished. So bad words, they can use maximum bad words. That is Paishachika language. Okay, see, Bruhat Katha, Gunadhyudu. And second, one more book is there. That is, second, Gadha Saptashati. Gadha Saptashati. Gadha Saptashati. Who wrote Gadha Saptashati? Hala King. Hala Chakravarti or Hala King. Hala Shatakarni. We can say Hala Shatakarni. So Hala Shatakarni wrote this book, Gadha Saptashati. You know, this is the book consists with 700 romantic stories. 700 romantic stories. Gadha means story. Saptashati 700. So Gadha Saptashati 700 romantic stories. It has 700 romantic stories. So this book was written by Hala Shatakarni. So it is also one of the important book for the source of the Shatavahanas, right? So that is Gada Saptashati. And next, what is the next book? You tell me. So that is Katha Saritsagaramu. Katha Saritsagaramu. Katha Saritsagaramu. So Katha Saritsagaramu, it was written by Somadeva Suri. Somadeva Suri. Remember, Somadeva Suri. Katha Saritsagaram was written by Somadeva Suri. Katha Saritsagaram was written by Somadeva Suri. And one more important book, Katantra Vyakaranamu. Katantra Vyakaranamu. So Katantra Vyakaranamu. So Katantra Vyakaranamu was written by Sharva Varma. Sharva Varma. Katantra Vyakaranam was written by Sharva Varma. Katantra Vyakaranam was written by Sharva Varma. Katantra Vyakaranamu. It was Sanskrit book. So Katantra Vyakaranam was written by Sharva Varma, right? And next book, Kama Sutra. Kama Sutra. Kama Sutra. It was written by Vatsayana. Babu, remember it. Vatsayana Kama Sutra. Vatsayana Kama Sutra. And next, Leelavati Parnayamu. Babu, please look here. Leelavati Parinayamu. Leelavati Parinayamu. Okay, Leelavati Parinayam by Kutuhala. Kutuhala. Leelavati Parinayamu was written by Kutuhala. Right? So, and there are so many books. There are so many books for the source of Shatavahana history. Okay, but we are giving you, I am giving you these books names. It is enough to you. So 6 books: Bruhat Katha, Gunadjudu, Gada Saptashati, Hala Shatakarni, Katantra Vyakaranamu, Somadeva Suri, and Kama Sutra, Vatsayana. So Katha Saritsagaram, Somadeva Suri, Katantra Vyakaranam, Sharva Varma, Kama Sutra, Vatsayana, Leelavati Parinayamu, Kutuhaludu, Leelavati Parinayamu, Kutuhaludu. So these are the most important books. These are the sources to Shatavahana history. These are the Indian books. These are the Indian books, okay, which are the sources to the Shatavahana history. So these books are in Prakruta language and Sanskrit language. For example, you see Bruhat Katha, Prakruta language, Paishachika language. So Gada Saptashati, Prakruta, Maharashtra Prakruta. Gada Saptashati, Maharashtra Prakruta language. Katha Saritsagaramu, Sanskrit. Katha Saritsagaramu, Sanskrit. And Katantra Vyakaranamu, Sanskrit. Katantra Vyakaranamu, Sanskrit. Kama Sutra. So this is Kama Sutra. It is also Prakruta. Kama Sutra also Prakruta. Leelavati Parinayamu, Kutuhala. It is also in Prakruta. So these are the very, very important books. These are the main source to Shatavahana's history. Main source to Shatavahana history. You remember, you write it, note down. Okay, and foreign books. We have foreign books. So foreign books, what are the foreign books? What are the foreign books? You know, in foreign books, Indica, Megasthenes, Actually, he is not saying about Shatavahanas. Just he told about there in south there are 30 forts, 30 rulers are there in Andhra area. He mentioned like this. That's why Megasthenes did not explain about Shatavahana rulers. Just he said that in Andhra they have 30 forts, FORT forts, and Andhra rulers are there. Just he said like that. Okay, now second, natural history. Natural history, this is written by Pliny. This is written by Pliny, the Roman historian Pliny. The Roman historian Pliny, he wrote this book. What is that? Natural history. And the third book is a guide to geography. A guide to geography. A guide to geography. This is written by Ptolemy. So, a guide to geography, Ptolemy. Okay. So, one more book is there, Periplus of Erythraean Tree. Periplus on Erythraean Sea. Periplus on Erythraean Sea. There is unknown writer. There is no name. Unknown writer. So unknown writer. These are the some of foreign books. You know, these foreign books, remember Indica, it was written by Megasthenes. Natural history, it was written by Pliny. A guide to geography, it was written by Ptolemy, Egypt writer Ptolemy. And Periplus on Erythraean Sea. So Periplus on Erythraean Sea, it was written by unknown writer. But anyhow, these are the foreign books, those are the Indian books. For the information, for the source of Shatavahana's history. Okay, next we have to see coins. We have to see coins. So, coins. What are the coins? You know what is the science? Which subject or which science is explaining about coins? Numismatics. The study of coins is called numismatics. Okay. The study of coins is called numismatics. Here, there are so many coins released by the rulers of Shatavahanas. Okay, and you know, there are so many coins in Kotilingala coins. In Kotilingala, there are so many coins were founded in Kotilingala. Where is Kotilingala? In Karimnagar district. In Karimnagar districts, there is Kotilingala. In the excavations of Kotilingala, so many coins were founded by archaeologists. That coins has the name Simuka. That coins has the name Simuka. That coins has the name Simuka. So these kind of coins are there in Kotilingala. That's why first one, there are so many coins found in Kotilingala. And Jogal Thambi. In Karnataka area, Jogal Thambi is there. Here we found so many silver coins by the name Gautamiputra Shatakarni. That coins have the name Gautamiputra Shatakarni name. Actually, Nahapana issued these coins. Jogal Thambi coins. But Gautamiputra Shatakarni defeated Nahapana and he reprinted. Gautamiputra Shatakarni reprinted his name on that coins. Number of coins, thousands of the coins available are found in Jogal Thambi. So Jogal Thambi coins also describing about the history of Shatavahanas. And some of the coins have Ujjaini map. That coins has like Ujjaini map. These coins were released by first Shatakarni. These also silver coins. Kotilingala, Simuka coins, Jogal Thambi, Gautamiputra Shatakarni coins, and Ujjaini first Shatakarni coins, right? And there are some more coins are there. Yaching symbol. So there are symbol like this. So symbols like this. So this is Yach having screens. These coins also founded in Nagarjunakonda, in some other areas. These are the coins regarding the Yagnasri Shatakarni. These coins, Yach, the screens, the board has the skins. These kind of coins were available, founded. These are the coins related to Yagnasri Shatakarni. These are the coins related to Yagnasri Shatakarni. And some of the coins are there having lion picture, elephant picture, horse, and Chaitya. Okay. Lion coins also found, lion picture coins also founded. Elephant picture coins also founded. Horse picture coins also founded. Chaitya coins also founded. All these coins are related to Shatavahanas. And Panchmark coins also there. Panchmark coins. So Panchmark coins also founded in Panchmark coins also founded in Shatavahana period. So one more, Potin coins. The coin name is Potin. Potin means mixed silver, lead plus tin. It is a coin made by three metals. Silver, lead, tin. It is called mixed coin. You remember, in the period of Shatavahanas, mixed coins were released. Panchmark coins also released. That's why Panchmark coins and this Potin means, it is a mixed coin. Lead, tin and silver. Mixed coins. So these are the coins founded in different areas. These coins are belonging to Shatavahanas. In Kotilingala, especially Kotilingala coins, they have the name Simukha. Simukha means Srimukha. Some of the coins have the name Sirimukha also. Sirimukha. Simukha, Sirimukha. Because there is no Siri. Siri means it is the, what we can say, one more form to Sri. Prakruta concept. Prakruta names. Right? So, moreover, maximum Shatavahanas maintained, Shatavahanas followed Prakruta language. Shatavahanas followed Prakruta language. So, Kotilingala, Jogaltambi, Kotilingala Srimukha coins. Jogaltambi, Gautamiputra Shatakani. Ujjaini, first Shatakani. Yach, Yajnasri Shatakani. So, Panch, 14, lion, elephant, horse, Chaitya. There are different kinds of coins belonging to the Shatavahanas. So, these are the coins. What is the subject? Studies about coins, that is numismatics. Subject means numismatics is the study of the coins. Epigraphy is the study of inscriptions. You remember these points, right? Next, Puranas. We have discussed about Puranas. Right? Puranas. Fourth source, Puranas. Puranas. It is the fourth source for the history of Shatavahanas. You know, generally how many Puranas are there? How many Puranas are there? There are 18 Puranas. There are 18 Puranas. So, in that 18 Puranas, which one is the first Purana? You remember, in some examinations, they will ask, which one is the first Purana? What is first Purana name? Matsya Purana. Of course, here, regarding the history of Shatavahanas, Vayu, Matsya Puranas are the most important Puranas. Not only Vayu Matsya, okay, Vayu Matsya, Vayu Purana, Matsya Purana, both are the important Puranas explaining about the Shatavahana history. But along with Vayu Purana, Matsya Purana, Brahmanda Purana, Bhavishya Purana, Vishnu Purana, Bhagavata Purana, okay, these also explain about Shatavahana's concepts. Andhra or Shatavahana information. That's why the most important Puranas important Puranas are explaining about the Shatavahana history, that was Matsya and Vayu. Along with Matsya and Vayu, Brahmanda, Bhavishya, Vishnu, Bhagavata Puranas are there. So this is the sources regarding the Shatavahana history, right? Inscriptions, literature, coins, Puranas. And we have caves also. This, we have the caves also, one of the source. Caves. Caves also explaining about the history of Shatavahanas. For example, you see Kanaheri inscription. Kanaheri cave. In that Kanaheri cave, Srimukha Shatakani idol, Naganika idol, first Shatakani idol were available, were founded. So, Kanaheri cave, in Kanaheri cave, Srimukha idol and Naganika, Devi Naganika idol, and third, first Shatakarni idol. first Shatakani idol. Right? In Amaravati caves, we got these idols. And in Kanaheri cave, we got Srimukha, Naganika, first Shatakani. And in Amaravati caves, in Amaravati cave, there is Gautami Putra Shatakani idol was founded. Gautami Putra Shatakani. So Gautami Putra Shatakani idol was founded. Right? In Kanaheri caves, in Amaravati caves, we got these idols. Right? So these are the main sources to Shatavahana history. Brothers, I am telling you honestly, inscriptions and books, one question must be there from the inscriptions. So you remember, you by heart it, inscriptions, as well as you remember about books also. Okay, now next to what is the community of Shatavahanas? There is different opinions. What is the community of Shatavahanas? Which community they are belonging? So Shatavahanas are belonging to which community? Shatavahanas are belonging to which community? You know, according to Nasik inscription, community. According to Nasik inscription, they belonging to Brahmana community. Brahmana Varna. According to Nasik inscription, according to Nasik inscription, they belonging to, according to Nasik inscription, they belonging to, so Brahmana community. Okay, according to Puranas, brother, according to Puranas, they belonging to lower community. So Panchama community, lower community. Okay, and according to Jaina books, Jaina literature, according to Jaina literature, they belong to, so what is that? So Panchama or untouchability. Panchama or untouchability. So Panchama community or untouchability. Untouchability community. Right. So according to Nasik inscription, Shatavahanas are belonging to Brahmana. According to Puranas, so low community. According to Jaina books, Jaina literature, Panchama community. You know what is Panchama community? What is Panchama community? Here Panchama community means the children who born to upper community girl, lower community boy. Upper community girl, lower community boy. The children who born to these parents, they are called Panchama community in those days. So for example, Brahmana girl, there is the marriage between Brahmana girl, Kshatriya boy. If they get children, the children will be treated as Panchama community, untouchability community. For example, Kshatriya girl, Shudra boy. If they have marriage, if they got children, the children will be treated as the Panchama community, untouchability community, right? But you know, finally, what was the community of Shatavahanas? Tell me, what was the community? Means here maximum historians are decided they belongs to Brahmana community. Why? Because you know, they belonging to Brahmana community. Why? Because, brother, so Gautami Putra Shatakani has the title Eka Brahmana. Gautami Putra Shatakani has the title Eka Brahmana. That means Brahmana. As well as you know, Gautami Putra Shatakani has the title Agama Nilaya. So who related to Vedas concept. Agama Nilaya. So maximum historians decided these Shatavahanas are belonging to Brahmana community. And one more concept we have discussed about native place, birthplace. What is birthplace of Shatavahanas? So what is birthplace of Shatavahanas? Where is the birthplace of Shatavahanas? Is it Karnataka? Is it Andhra? Is it Telangana? Is it Maharashtra? What is it? We have discussed. Various opinions are there. Birthplace of Shatavahanas. Birthplace of Shatavahanas. So you know what is the birthplace of Shatavahanas? There is different opinion and controversial opinions. So first of all, we have to see the opinion of Dr. P.V. Parabrahma Shastri. The opinion of P.V. Parabrahma Shastri. The famous historian Parabrahma Shastri. P.V. Parabrahma Shastri. The opinion of P.V. Parabrahma Shastri. The opinion of P.V. Parabrahma Shastri. So according to the opinion of P.V. Parabrahma Shastri, these Shatavahanas are belonging to Telangana area. Shatavahanas belonging to Telangana area. So these are belonging to Telangana area. Why? Because why Parabrahma Shastri stated this opinion means there are number of coins founded in Kotilingala, Sri Mukha coins. Number of Sri Mukha coins founded in Kotilingala, Karimnagar. So where is Kotilingala? In Karimnagar. Where is Karimnagar? In Telangana. Maybe Shatavahanas belonging to the Telangana according to this concept. Even though Kondapur, in Kondapur there are so many mints. Mints are founded in Kondapur. Mints, making coins, industries of coins. Mints are founded in Kondapur in Medak district. These mints are belonging to Shatavahanas. So because of these two reasons, Kotilingala coins, mints in Kondapur, these two concepts leads to Shatavahanas are belonging to Telangana area according to Parabrahma Shastri. According to Parabrahma Shastri. And one more concept is there. So these Shatavahanas are belonging to Andhra area. Shatavahanas are belonging to present Andhra area. Why? Because their capital is Amaravati. Amaravati is the capital. So because of Amaravati, these are belonging to Andhra area. These are belonging to Andhra area. Right? So according to one more opinion, especially Maremanda Ramarao Gutti Venkatrao, especially Maremanda Ramarao Gutti Venkatrao stated that these Shatavahanas belong to Andhra area because Amaravati is the capital. And one more person, Srinivasa Iyengar, Srinivasa Iyengar. So Srinivasa Iyengar stated that these people, Shatavana people, belongs to Prathisthanapuram or Python, because Prathisthanapuram is Maharashtra. They belong to Maharashtra area. According to this Srinivasa Iyengar, Shatavanas belong to Prathisthanapuram, means Maharashtra area. Python or Prathisthanapuram situated, located in Maharashtra. That's why according to P.T. Srinivasa Iyengar, Shatavanas belong to Maharashtra. So Maharashtra opinion, Maharashtra. Okay, Maharashtra. And one more person, V.V. Mirashi. So according to one more historian, Mirashi, he said that Vidarbha area. So Vidarbha area, because Vidarbha area means how he said, what is the reason? How did he say? Gautamiputra Shatakarni has the title. So he has the title, what is that? Benakataka Swami or Kannabenna Kataka Swami. Benakataka, Kannabenna Kataka Swami. Kannabenna means a river in Vidarbha area. So that they related to that area, Kannabenna river area. That is why Srinivasa Iyengar, Mirashi said that these people, Shatavana people, belong to Vidarbha area. And Suktankar said that these people, Shatavana people, belong to Karnataka area. These people belong to Karnataka area. You know, these people belong to Karnataka area, Kannada area, because Jogaltambi, it is in Karnataka. Okay, and Myakadwan inscription, it is in Ballari, Karnataka. Irada Galli inscription, it is in Karnataka. These two inscriptions and Jogaltambi, these three concepts belonging to Karnataka area. So because of that reason, they belong to Karnataka. But you know, maximum people, historians, they stated that these Shatavanas are belonging to Telangana area. That means Andhra and Telangana. But now we are saying Telangana. In those days, no Telangana. Both are total. It is called Andhra area. So Telangana area. But here, one more controversy regarding to capital city. Some of the people saying that Srikakulam is the capital. Krishna district Srikakulam is the capital, first capital. Some of the people are saying that Prathisthanapuram is the capital. Dhanyakatkam also saying that one of the capital, Dharanikotta Amravati. But you see, final decision according to Gunadjudu, according to Hala, Prathisthanapuram, Python is the first capital. According to Gunadjudu Bruhat Katha, and according to Gunadjudu Bruhat Katha, Gunadjudu or Gunadya. And according to Hala Shatakarni, so according to Hala Shatakarni, Gada Saptashati, The first capital is Prathisthanapuram. It is in Maharashtra. Prathisthanapuram or Maharashtra. Prathisthanapuram. Prathisthanapuram in Maharashtra. So, Prathisthanapuram in Maharashtra. That is why, according to Gunadyudu Bruhatkatha, according to Hala Shatakarni, Gada Saptashati, their first capital is Prathisthanapuram, Python. But some of the people, for example, Barnett, historian Barnett, Barges, they are saying first capital Srikakulam, second capital Dhanyakatagam, third capital Prathisthanapuram. And P.T. Srinivas Iyengar, Mirashi, etc., they are saying first capital Prathisthanapuram, second capital Dhanyakatagam. So, majority opinion, even though P.T. Srinivas Iyengar, V.V. Mirashi, Gunadya, Hala, according to their concepts, Prathisthanapuram is the first capital. Don't do mistake in any examination. If you get this question, you keep it tick on Prathisthanapuram or Python. Prathisthanapuram or Python. Right? So, what I am saying, Prathisthanapuram is the capital. Prathisthanapuram is the capital, first capital. And Amaravati is the second capital. Amaravati is the second capital. Okay? Right.